I didn't know for a few days. I didn't even know that I had been exposed at my job. By the time I found out, it was too late. I had already brought it home to everyone.
There was no, I mean, by the time you were tested and the test came back positive, you had been with your mother and your daughter, unbeknownst to you.
Yeah, about a week or two. Yes.
About a week or two.
Yes.
You were not able to be with your mother when she passed away because you were still showing signs, correct?
Yes, and also with her, she had been, when I had her taken to the hospital, they tested her as well. And she tested positive the next day. So I actually knew she was positive before I knew I was positive. So when they're in the COVID unit, no one can go in. I found someone to take her phone up there, and I got to. Sorry.
No,
I got
there's nothing to be sorry for. There's nothing to be sorry for. I know how hard this is. I've read your story. You've talked to my producers. I know how you feel in that you did not know. You had no idea. You were doing your job.
Yes.
Deanne, what do you believe could have changed this outcome potentially? What could have been done to protect you as a worker in a facility and your mother eventually?
We had already started, like, no family members could visit or anything. I really feel like once all of this started, that all nursing homes should have been equipped with more PPE equipment. We, at this point, we didn't even have it for every patient. We only had it for, certain patients that were already on isolation. I feel like nursing homes especially need more PPE equipment.
Well, we knew early on in the early reports, the most vulnerable were the elderly. We had started to hear this information coming out of Seattle that was disturbing. And this gap existed, and it still does, that puts patients at risk and employees like yourself ultimately affecting your family. What do you want people to know today?
My biggest thing is, like, people are carrying this around and thinking, oh, I don't have shortness of breath, I don't have a high fever, I don't have a bad cough, I don't have it. But you don't have to have all that. There's so many other symptoms, and all nursing homes need more PPE equipment. They need it for every patient, not just, certain ones. And they should do, the pre-screening every morning with the patients as well. I have to go back to work. I've been with work for a month now, and I'm afraid to go back to work, honestly, because we don't know if you can recatch it. I've been off for 5 weeks, and my mom's life insurance had lapsed, so I had to put up a GoFundMe to try to lay her to rest, which I haven't even gotten to do yet. That's hard. I just wish there was a way that they knew more, because I know now that we have several patients at my job that are positive, and I'm scared to go back to work. I'm scared that I'll go and somehow bring it back to my other kids that didn't get it this time.
Will you go back? Do you feel forced to go back?
I will have to, yes. I mean, I have to pay my bills and feed my kids, but it's scary. It's scary. And my other coworkers that tested positive as well, I mean, they're feeling the same way. They're scared.